Yeah, I've been meaning to. Fuck. Hello. I'm not gonna keep this on my face for too long because I'm driving and I need to focus. But I'm gonna just turn the camera here, and bam, you can see what I'm driving through. So I've been meaning to do an update video for a while. I just haven't really had much cause to. But I just got done having a little weekend trip at Zion National Park, and I didn't get much footage, so I figured I might as well just throw this in and just have like an update video with some nice scenery. Speaking of which, this is beautiful. I'm right by Bryce Canyon National Park, which is just to the left. Yeah, I just went camping with my family at Zion National Park. It was a lot of fun. I had to leave early because I have to go to work. Zion is like, just, I guess I'll do like a Yelp review of of Zion while I'm driving here just briefly. Zion is an amazing place. It is beautiful, but don't go in there with the assumption that you're there for the nature, unfortunately. I mean, obviously the nature is the centerpiece, but it's not like a natural experience. If you want to do like the main trails, you're going to be crammed on like a shuttle system and stuff like that. That's just so crowded. If you're kind of like me, and you're just like a little more anxious of a person socially, and you have a big bubble space, you're going to get stressed out. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and it's worth it. So I was sad to leave. Anyways, to the meat of it, this is my last week at work because in a couple weeks I'm getting on a Greyhound, and the Greyhound is going east, and I'm going to be hiking the Appalachian Trail southbound. August 6th I'm starting from Katahdin Stream Campground, Mount Katahdin, and then going south. I have to say it's kind of strange that I'm doing it because before I started the PCT, and you know, on the PCT, I told myself I am never hiking the AT because I don't go out on trails for the social experience. And I did love the social experience of the PCT, but it wasn't like a lot of people say that was their favorite part, and it just wasn't mine. I'm just not like that. I'm not wired like that for one reason or another. So I was very much out there for the hiking and the natural experience and stuff like that. And the AT just didn't seem to cater to that very much. You're mostly stuck in forest the whole time, which is still nature. Don't get me wrong. But I was just like, I don't know if I could do a hike without any views. And so this year, I made a lot of different plans. God damn it, camera. I made a lot of different plans. And they all just kind of fell through for one reason or another. Mostly, a lot of them was just like, you know, I thought about it, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that trail. Like, the Oregon Coast Trail was, I think, the first plan. No, it was the second plan. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to just spend my time going through resort towns. That sounded not fun to me. And also, we would be going later in the season, and the weather just didn't sound fun to me at that point, which, again, is a funny point because I'm going to be hitting weather on the AT anyways, but still. It's a little strange that I'm doing this, but the more I looked into it, the more and more it appealed to me. You know, you are, from what I understand, the majority of the time in the forest. Okay, but there's still views, and a view doesn't necessarily constitute I'm on top of a mountain, I can see for miles. You know, there is some of that from what I've seen, but it's also just like seeing something different and interesting. So like, there's stretches where you're walking through open grassland and stuff like that, and I think that looks cool too. So, and then also just seeing like the eastern United States in general. I've really never been out there. I've been to Georgia once for my brother's Army graduation ceremony. That was the good few days, and I thought it was really nice, but I didn't see much of Georgia. It was just kind of like I was stuck in the trees, believe it or not. Just kind of in a small town outside of an army base. So it's like seeing all the little things, like kind of like the historical aspect of it sounds kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing like all these little towns that are still kind of architecturally stuck in the past, you know? Here out west, I mean, we have stuff like that, but it's an aesthetic I'm very much used to. I am so sorry for all the bouncing. I don't have really a great arrangement with my camera here. It's just kind of on my dashboard. So yeah, I've seen, you know, the typical, ooh, there's a wooden saloon down them yonders and stuff like that, you know? So that's an aesthetic I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to just popping into these little towns. I feel like I've never really been out east. I feel like this is a great way to see it. So I'm overall, like, I just found reasons to be excited about it. So yeah, last week of work, I am so excited to get the hell out of here. Utah, as you can see, is a very beautiful state, but I don't live in something like this. I live out in the city, and I'm so sick of it. I am just done. I didn't necessarily care for cities before I went on a thru hike that I didn't complete. I should say a section hike. So before I did a long hike, you know, I was already kind of like, you know, about cities, but now I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here. I'm so done. I can't wait to get out of there any sooner. And also, I just don't like the atmosphere of Utah. I love visiting here and I love hiking here, but I grew up here. I know what it's like. I think it's a very strange place. No offense to, you know, there's really great people here, but just overall, the climate, I'm not getting into it too much, but I just don't like it. As far as, like, I guess, you know, I'm gonna have to change.
Turn right onto the I-15 north ramp to Beaver.
Boy, the freeway. I'm gonna have to change the format of my videos a little bit. So, you know, I've done this whole music montage hiking thing for a while. I'm running into, like, really hardcore barriers with it. I really drained the well of
Turn
music.
right onto the I-15 north ramp.
Apologies. I've really drained the well of music that I love, that I think describes my hiking experience pretty much all the way. I still have some in reserve that I'm holding on to for dear life. It's one reason, like, why I haven't had so many videos come out recently. It's just like I mostly have some projects on my computer that I'm just not happy with, because, like, the way I filmed it now no longer matches the way I have to edit them. So I also don't like using other people's music and stuff like that, and I also don't like using, like, big name music unless it really fits my video, because it's just a total nightmare getting it on the internet without running into copyright strikes. And I could upload it to another place, but that feels kind of shady, or not shady, but kind of shitty to me, because these musicians, you know, they clearly don't want people to using their content, and I kind of like to honor that. So I'm gonna have to be a little more personable in my videos. I'm gonna have to talk a bit more. I'll let this guy ahead of me. I'm gonna have to talk a bit more. I'm pretty decent at making music, as long as it's like a soundbite, or just like around a minute long. But I can't for the life of me put together an entire song for one reason or another. So they're gonna be kind of similar to how they are now, but I'm gonna have to get better at talking to the camera and making it a little more exciting than just me, you know, interjecting with some context, like, I'm right here, this is what's going on, like, and occasionally, like, me saying, you know, this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm working on it. This is kind of happy with how this is going, so I'm getting over it. It's just, I get really, I guess, like, self-conscious a little bit. Like, I don't like talking to the camera and then walking up on, like, a group of people while I'm talking to the camera, you know, like that kind of stuff. It just makes me feel really weird. But I'm getting over it. So I think my AT videos and going forward from there are going to be a little different. I really want my content to evolve, because I care about it in a weird way. Because I do spend quite a bit of time working on it. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well just go the full 8 miles or 2,200 miles in this case. Baja. AT reference. I'm on the freeway. I'm gonna focus on driving on the freeway now. I don't feel like there's anything else to cover really. I'm so excited to get out there and start another hike. Getting out here on this hike has been technically more difficult for me, but mentally I'm just in a better place than I was when I started the PCT. As far as just like knowing what to expect, having realistic expectations, and all that jazz. So yeah, I got some stuff that I'm going to upload and whenever it's ready. Probably I'm just gonna throw it all into one like big montage of what I've done in Utah since I moved here. I can't wait to get the hell out though. Generally, I can't wait to get the hell out of the city. If I lived out in this area, I'd be fine. I'm so sick of the city. I get to you guys in a little while. I don't know. Just whenever it happens, I'll have something up before I leave, and then I don't plan on doing like live updates from the trail. I don't want to put my time into that. I just want to get out there and hike. I don't want to focus on all that crap when I'm out on the trail. So I guess I'll get something up. I'll see you later.